Hi everyone, my name is Mehdi Mirfata and I'm recording this orientation to get you started with your class.
The very first thing you want to do is to log into Canvas and click on your course and then read all the class announcements. You want to post your bio in the discussion board and view the link. It says how to prepare your portfolio for this class, and then view the syllabus. These are the first thing you want to do when you log in. To post your bio, you just have to click on discussion right there, and then you would see the thread that says student bios. You click on that. As you can see, there are more discussions here. We're going to use these discussions for posting your math questions. So if you have questions from chapters 2 to 5, we'll start from chapter 2. This is where you put your math questions. When you go to these forums, please don't put general questions there. You want to go ahead and put math questions only. But the first thing you want to do is go ahead and click on student bio, and then you can read mine, and then click on reply to post your bios there. And then you want to click on the syllabus link here, read all the items under the syllabus. Class calendar, you want to post the class calendar, just the calendar part of that, print it and put it in the first page of your portfolio. Grading policy, on-campus test, calculator information, link to technical support, and class assignments. Please read all those carefully. Okay, this is what we need to do next. How to register for my math test. You can see all the steps and also little video clips on how to do that. There is a course registration that you need to follow. Just follow all the steps to log into my math test. My math test would cost for this semester $12. So this is all you need to pay for this class. All the other information, video lectures, ebook, all those going to be free to you. The only thing that you have to pay for this course would be the $12 registering for my math test, so we'll be able to take test. Okay, one thing you don't want to do is jump into my math test and start taking a test before you prepare for them. What you need to do is you need to go to the page where the resources are to view the video lectures, view all the PowerPoint presentations, and start taking notes, making a summary sheet, and then take a test. Because after you're done with the test, this program would generate a study plan for you. And based on how well you are done with that test, it would generate less or more problems for you. Okay, so it's better to be prepared. So target only problems that you still have after you're finishing the test. You click on study plan. Study plan would be the list of problems that you're still struggling based on your test course. We're going to go over how to utilize my math test and study plan. Also, there is a link in class. It shows you how to use the study plan in my math test. This is a link here where you can view that. And this is the link to take you right into my math test site. Okay, so once you log in to my math test, you would see a series of the exams. Before you actually take these exams, make sure to go to Canvas and click on this link here called PowerPoint presentation and video lectures. Once you click on that, you would see a link here that says open a new tab. For some reason, Canvas doesn't allow us to open this on the same page, so we have to open it externally. Once you open that page, you would see a list of all the resources available for you for this class. Read these steps here at the top. Also, you can see how to build your portfolio. The little clips on that here is also. The first thing you want to do is you want to click on every one of these PowerPoint presentations and start taking notes. Build your summary that way. There are two sets of video lectures. One here is from the publisher. These are the older sessions, and then these are all my lectures. These are examples related to those sections. Now, the question is, am I supposed to view all of these? Well, for the section that you're struggling, like if you're struggling with the word problems, I suggest that, yes, view all these examples, view my lectures, view the publisher lectures, and make sure you view the PowerPoint. The first thing you want to do is you want to glance through the PowerPoint presentation to see what topics that we need to study for that section. That's the first thing you want to do. And then once you're done with all those chapters, then there's a practice test posted on that page. This is a practice test you need to print and put in your portfolio. This is the link where you can see the solutions. Also, you see the series of prep tests from the publisher. I suggest you print those also, and these are the solutions to them. After you go through all these, then you go to my math test and start taking those tests. When you're done with completing those exams, then the program would generate study plan for each of the problems. Once again, there is a link here where it says how to use study plan in my math test. Please view that little presentation and give you a little more information about what you're getting into. Okay, so we're all opening up the first PowerPoint presentation here, 2.1, and building our summary sheet and notes on that one. The items that are really, really important you want to put on your summary sheet, like we found one right now, show the different type of equations. So if you have one solution, this equation would be known as a conditional equation. So this was the example we were looking at. X plus 1 is equal to 5. If I subtract 1 from each side of the equation, I get x equal to 4. As you can see, if I take this number here, 4, and plug it back into this equation, it would make sense. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. And here it is. Conditional equation, one solution. Okay, my question was, can somebody give me an example when we have no solution? Can somebody give me an example of equation like I have here? This was my example when I have one solution. Can somebody give me another example when we end up getting no solution? So let's stick with x plus 3 here. What should I put on the other side so it wouldn't make sense? X plus 4, very good. If I put x plus 4, then that equation become impossible to solve. Because remember those scale we used to have? It used to be like a scale like this to weight things. So if I put unknown weight here, x, and I put the same unknown weight here, and then on the left-hand side, I have 3 pounds here. Let's have 3 pounds. Okay? And on the right-hand side, I would put 4 pounds. 4 pounds. Okay? Now, we begin with, this scale is not level, right? You have 4 pounds on the right-hand side of the scale, 3 pounds on the left-hand side of the scale. If somebody comes to you and says, okay, I want you to put the equal weight to both sides of this scale to make it equal. Is it possible? No way. To begin with, this scale was not equal. Look, this is 3 pounds to 4 pounds. How can I put same exact weight to both sides of the scale to make this equal? Okay, if I were going to solve for this right here, what do I have to do? I can subtract 3 from both sides of the equation and see what happens. I would get x is equal to x, and here would be what? Minus 1. So now I need to subtract x from both sides of the equation, right? To get all the x in one side of the equation. And what do I get? 0 is equal to minus 1. These are the crazy results we would get for the equations that there's no solution for it. So what do we call it when there's no solution? Contradiction. So you have to exactly. So this is the name you want to put in your summary sheet. So when there's no solution, the equation name is contradiction. Okay? So these are the names you want to remember, because on the exam you're going to see these names. And we refer to these names, make sure you know which is which. Okay, can somebody give me an example when we have infinitely many solutions? All real number would be a solution. For that, I'm going to make a little box here and see if I can get that. Different example. Example that any number I put in there, think of the scale again. How would I make this any weight I put there, this would be equal? Maybe when the weights that I put originally there were already equal. Would that make sense? I'm going to start with x plus 3. X plus 3 equal to what? What should I put on the right-hand side in terms of x so I will make it infinitely many solution? X plus 3 again, right? That's the same thing, right? x plus 3, x plus 3. Because now I'm saying that these two weights are exactly the same, right? Give me a weight that makes this equal. Any weight, keep it 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever you put in there is going to make it equal, right? So this would be example. Another simple example that we have infinite many solution would be x is equal to x. That would be another example, right? If I put x is equal to x, different example. This would be also an example when we have infinitely many solutions. Would you agree with that? Because I can pick any number under the sun, place it for x, that works. 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 2.2 is equal to 2.2. So any number you want to pick would be the solution to that. So if you were going to solve for this, if I subtract 3 from both sides of the equation here, I would get x is equal to x. If I move everything to one side, you get 0 is equal to 0, right? So you get like 0 is equal to 0, 2 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 3. These are the results you get at the end when you have infinitely many solution. So this would be example when you have infinitely many solution. This would be example when you have one solution. This would be example when there's no solution. So these are just the name correspond to those different equations that you have to remember. So I brought this up to just show you that basically when you go ahead and view the PowerPoint presentation, that's all you see are these notes here. Okay, you want to make a note of that. Now, just viewing those PowerPoint presentation is not going to be enough. Go into detail of what we need to know. That's why when you go back to this list here, now you need to click on the video lecture. The video lecture would be similar to what I just did right now, demo to you right now. I talked about those 3 conditions. On these video lectures, we go over step by step, talking about all those items. It's a good idea to have the PowerPoint presentation open at the side as you viewing these lectures. And then these examples here are really, really helpful to view, especially for, again, the section that you're struggling the most. You want to view all of them. And then as you go over these resources, I want you to keep a look at what is it that you're supposed to know for those chapters. Okay, this is a list of the problems that you want to master. So you should have this right next to you also. And as you do this problem, take a look at those sample tests. See if you can do any of those problems in the sample test. And if you know how to do them, then just go ahead and solve them and then look at the solution. All the solutions are there next to it. Summarizing what we've been doing, you need to log into Canvas and read the class announcement. Go ahead and post your bio in the class discussion and take a look at how to prepare your portfolio. Video clips here. Take a look at the syllabus and post your bio by clicking on reply and read all the items under the syllabus and take a look at how to register for my math test instructions, which is right here, and start taking the test right after you take a look at the PowerPoint presentation and video lecture resources here. And make sure you go over all this stuff under the PowerPoint presentation, video lectures, examples, complete the take-home test, and print my take-home test and publish your take-home test and include in your portfolio, and then take the test in my math test. Once you take the test in my math test, you can take a look at the study plan and go over those problems. We talked about a few examples from the PowerPoint presentation today, and this is a link to log in to your class. All right, have fun studying.
Now log into your class, read all the class announcements, start the class assignments, and email all your questions from class.
Have a great summer session.